What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Wealth Hacker Labs. I'm your gracious host, Jeff Rose, and we are going to go ahead and dive right into this one. Not a lot of updates going on with the economic stimulus checks, but there was some videos, there were some headlines that I saw that I could definitely see that would cause some confusion. And some of the headlines that I saw were talking about a $4,000 stimulus check or a $4,000 stimulus package. And then anytime you see 2,000, 4,000, 5,000, even one headline I shared, I think it was last week, talked about getting $10,000 a month. I mean, that's gonna get you all very excited. It would get me very excited. And I just wanted to address, like, what exactly are they talking about? Well, not to go ahead and just kind of spoil it for you, but there is no $4,000 stimulus check. There's not even a $4,000 stimulus check proposal. There is a $4,000 thing, which I'll share right now, but no, it is no check. This is not being debated in Congress right now. This is, not a bill being proposed by another representative or a senator. All this is a potential tax credit. Correct. A potential tax credit. And there are a ton of articles out there. Here's one that I found on Forbes, and I'll link to this article in the description, in the show notes, so you can check this out. But you can actually clearly read the headline here. Second stimulus checks versus $4,000 travel credit. So it doesn't say check, doesn't say debit card, but it doesn't say discount. It says a $4,000 travel tax credit. Okay, well, that sounds kind of fun, kinda. But let's see how this thing works. You got to kind of scroll to the bottom. So it talks about what this $4,000 tax credit is. Let me get myself out of the way here. But I'll just read it for you. According to the U.S. Hotel Association, a $4,000 travel tax credit could give you up to $4,000 in tax credits for domestic vacation expenses at hotels, restaurants, theme parks, and other travel-related businesses through the end of 2021. And so Trump talks about some more here. Once again, you can check out this article. So what is this looking to do? Like, we're looking to help out with the travel, restaurant, and tourist industry. Obviously, like, these are the industries that didn't really get a lot of benefit, actually got zero benefit from the first stimulus check, from the CARES Act, because nobody was spending that $1,200 on travel, on airfare, on hotels, on theme parks, because most of the stuff was closed. Not to mention the fact, like, everybody's in lockdown mode, so there's nowhere to go, and most times you couldn't even go anywhere. So this is meant to encourage recipients to spend money to boost the economy, creates demand for more jobs, which can reduce unemployment. Okay, yeah, true, kinda. And the cons, this would be a tax credit. And this is a big one. Let me see, I'll go ahead and highlight this for you real quick. This would be a tax credit, not direct money. That's the big one. So this is not a check. This is not the government's going to send you a $4,000 check and you have to use it towards travel, restaurants, or tourism. Like, no, that's not how it works. Basically what it is, it's a credit. So you'd have to go spend your own money, and then at the end of the year, you'd have to settle up and say, hey, here's my receipts, here's what I spent, here's where I went. So go ahead and knock that off, how much taxes I'm going to owe at the end of the year. And for many people, like, they don't have the ability to do that because they don't have the $4,000 to spend. And it goes on and on about how, which one is more likely, the stimulus check or a travel tax credit. And to me, it's like we're arguing, or we're trying to debate over nothing. And so even if this does pass, like, whoop-de-freaking do. That's what I have to say. A $4,000 travel tax credit, especially, and I don't know when this was proposed. I think it said back in May. And right now, we're dealing with the fact, like, we're seeing, cases of COVID-19 going back up. We're seeing different cities surge. I know in Nashville, like, they halted going into phase 3. We're stuck at phase 2. And I know, like, in our county, I think there hasn't been much increase on cases, but the county just north of us, has definitely seen a surge, and it's almost like night and day. Because like where we live right now, we are not required to wear masks when we go out to restaurants, which we haven't even been to a restaurant yet. Grocery stores, but my wife she had a doctor's appointment, I think it was last week. She had to travel to the county north of us, and they are required to wear masks there. So like that's just like a line between the two different counties on which ones are wearing masks, which ones aren't. And I'm sure you're probably experiencing something similar, whether you live somewhere that's required to wear a mask or it's recommended. But the whole point is that right now people still aren't. I mean, okay, maybe the 1% are traveling. You know, maybe there are some people that have the ability to get out, but even for those that do get away, where are you gonna go? Because if you go to some place that's quarantined or they're required to wear masks or they're checking you before you're going in state, I don't care if you got a $4,000 travel tax credit, you're not gonna be able to use it. So that's what this is. There is no $4,000 stimulus check. There is no some $4,000 stimulus proposal. All there is a potential $4,000 tax credit towards travel and travel only. That's it. I know, it's not exciting. I'm sorry. I just feel like I needed to share that in case there's any confusion on what that is. So there's no new bill, there is no new proposal. This is not a part of the HEROES Act. So do not get your hopes up that this is a $4,000 check or a recurring payment coming your way. Even if this does come your way, chances are most people won't even be able to use it because they don't have the financial means to do so, and probably don't even want to even travel outside their home, just because why do your home is your safety area, you know? Like you can control this. You go travel somewhere else, go to Disney World where half the people are getting infected. Like, do you want to do that? I guess it's on you. I'll let you decide. All right, y'all. That's all I got for today. This is Jeff Rose reminding you that it's your money, it's your life, and only you can make it awesome. Until next time, peace.